Hi there, welcome back. Let's continue looking at our inverted chords and different chords up the neck by starting to look at some bar chords. We did sort of a half bar chord with the B flat shape, moving that up the neck. Today we're going to do a legit full bar chord with the D shape. Now previously we had looked at how you can play a D chord and a G chord and an A chord with that D shape without using a bar. That's very nice. But if we want to use anything other than D, G, or A, we're going to have to use the bar. So here's how we're going to get warmed up for that. Here's my D chord. Typically I would put my index finger here and middle and ring, but I'm going to switch it up here and try it with my middle and my ring and my pinky on the second fret of G, C, and E, respectively. And I'm going to just practice a bar by putting my index finger here on the nut. I don't actually need it yet, but I just want to get used to that position and really check in with my thumb on the back here. When I've got bar chords, I really try not to offset the index finger with my thumb. I don't want too much pinching in here. I bring my thumb to a place where it's kind of opposite my other fingers as much as I can. You might find that it feels good to go perpendicular to the neck. You might find it feels better to go parallel to the neck. I encourage you to experiment with that a little bit. But you want to practice having this index finger free for the bar, getting these fingers comfortable, and really focusing on keeping this finger straight and etched out past the end of the fretboard here. Not pulled back or with your knuckle bent, but nice and straight and overshooting a little bit. Because what's going to happen is it's really kind of the skin around here, around our knuckle, that's going to provide the pressure that we need. That's going to help us out. So again, we're not squeezing too much. So from here, then, you can start to take this chord up the neck, and what you'll find is that you really don't need much pressure here because all you have is this open A string. And so I try to position my knuckle right over the A string so that these fingers here are doing the work on these three strings, and it's just that knuckle that's in charge of the A string as I go up and down the neck. A great way to start is to think actually about our key of A. Remember, in the key of A, our typical family is A, D, and E7. But in this case, we can take our D shape, play it with middle, ring, and pinky, scooch it up so that the bar is on the second fret and my other fingers are on the fourth fret, and I get an E. Back to A. So if there's a song where you just, the E7 has a little bit too much jazz to it, I guess, and you want just a nice, straight, major E chord, get in line there, knuckle, there we go. I found the right spot. That's what you're going to use. So the other shape you might use is further up here, F and G. F is going to be here on the, is that right? Yes, the third and the fifth fret. So my index finger here is going to bar the third fret, and then my other fingers are going to be here on the fifth. That's my F chord. Take that up 2 more frets to the, what is that, 5th and 7th fret, and I get G. So if I'm using, say, the B flat shape to play an inverted C chord, I can throw in an F, take that up 2 frets to G, and take it back to C, or whatever combination, whatever chord progression that is. So lots of ways you can start to open up your 3-chord songs with this inversion of the D shape. Again, just make sure you're comfortable down here first. Work your way up step by step. The ones I would recommend starting with are E, which is on the 2nd and 4th fret, F, which is on the 3rd and 5th, and G, which is on the 5th and 7th. There it is. Always takes a little bit of work and positioning to get comfortable with where that index finger is. So play around with that, have some fun, and I'll have a song or two ready for you to put those new chords to use coming up here soon. Enjoy your practice.